Hello everyone, welcome to Just Invest Today, and today we have some crazy things to talk about. Today we're talking about, is the USA the new China, guys, when it comes to regulation? All day you hear about China's regulation, Chinese this, Chinese that, China bad. Guys, is USA doing the same thing? Are they copying China's policies, guys? We're gonna get into it. We know what Apple is doing and how strong their company is. But this video is going to show you what is actually really going on. Are all these fraudulent companies in China any different? Is all the anti-monopoly stuff any different? Let's get into this video, man. Let's go. So guys, look at this article, man. Apple and Google app stores in the crosshairs of the new House bill. So there's going to be a new bill going against Apple and Google. A bipartisan team of lawmakers in the U.S. House of Representatives has introduced a bill targeting the App Store practices of Apple and Google, days after the companion bill has introduced in the Senate. Guys, this is how Apple makes its money, guys. They take like 30% in the App Store, and everything has to go through Apple. All the payment stuff go through Apple. Guys, if this bill comes into practice, Apple's revenue is gonna take a huge hit. Imagine all the companies that can go through other ways of generating income. There are gonna be more companies and more apps allowed to just enter into the Apple atmosphere or ecosystem. Guys, this is gonna be a huge hit to Apple and Google because they generate a lot of revenue through their app store, and then in-game payments or app in payments that goes through Apple, that they take a profit of all that stuff. So this is gonna hit hard if this bill comes to pass. So guys, is this the new Alibaba? This is the anti-monopoly stuff that people are complaining about with Alibaba, with Tencent. Guys, look what's happening. Open your eyes. For far too long, the companies like Google, Apple had a stranglehold on the app developers who are forced to take whatever terms these monopolists set in order to reach their customers. The Open App Markets Act, so this is going to be the new act, introduced earlier this week, would prohibit leading app store gatekeepers, Apple and Google, from requiring developers to use their in-app payment systems and from blocking third-party app stores. Wow, guys, so now Apple does not have a stranglehold on what apps get into their system, what apps want to be able to use the Apple system, because Apple has a stranglehold on that. They control that whole ecosystem. And then the in-app payments, you don't even have to do that. So look what's happening. Look what's coming down the pipeline, man. People are waking up, man, because think about it. You have to use Apple. Apple is such a big part of the American ecosystem. Everyone needs an iPhone or a Google phone. Everyone needs the access to that app system. So them having that stranglehold on that whole app process, it's unfair for everyone. So guys, they're coming. So the US is becoming the new China, man. They're gonna take away one of Apple's moats, is the ecosystem, being able to control it, being able to take 30% of profit. That is amazing. That's huge. That generates so much of their gross profit margins, man. So think about what's happening, man. People have been complaining. Look what Epic Games has been complaining about the App Store, man. Facebook complaining. Spotify has voiced concerns about Apple favoring its own products in the App Store over competitors, and that's what they do too. They put their products in front of other products. Who wouldn't, man? You want the Apple product to stand out more than other products, or if the leading app is there, they'll put their little app right beside that leading, because they know people are clicking that, and then they're gonna click this. So guys, we see what's happening in the pipeline. Guys, they're not playing around, man. Apple might lose its moat. Google might lose not lose its moat, but man, it's gonna lose some of its revenue, and which might get us a good opportunity to buy. Who knows, man? But look what's happening. Bills are being passed. Look at this next article. The Biden administration clears the way for tighter oversight of student loan companies. What is going on, man? So we know how student loan companies are doing, man. increasing student loans, guys, increasing all the school debt, increasing your payments, increasing interest rates. Guys, there's no avenue of how this regulation is happening. And guys, they keep delaying all the regulation. They keep wanting to look into it, but they keep delaying it, man. So Biden is going to put the hammer down. He's going to be more serious. What happened in China? This is exactly the problem that's happening in China. And the thing is, too, people are cheering on Biden for looking at all the student loan companies and what they're doing. And they're forcing kids to use their student loans because schools are paying, you have to pay crazy amount of school loans and you need to take out crazy amount of school loans. Guys, you see what's happening. Biden wants oversight on these companies and what they're doing, their interest rates. Don't you think this is logical? But when it comes to China and what China was doing with their student loan companies, people are crying, people are complaining, but when they look at this, people are so happy what they're doing here. You see the difference and what the media portrays? See, it's just flashing lights. It's all lies in your face, guys. So look at what it is. Guys, everything is going to return to normal once all this oversight is hanging. But Biden administration is doing exactly what they should do, but this is causing no drama in the system. Because it's what? USA, no fear. Guys, the reversal of the Trump-era guidance in the latest in years of long battle over who has the authority to regulate student loan companies. Guys, you would see this as a positive, not a negative. Look at what China did with all the tutoring as a positive, not a negative, guys. Try to flip your mind and reversal that. Guys, look at this next article. Man, I ain't tripping. This is here to stay. Weak oversight plagues audits of billions in private assets. Who would have thought, guys? Fraud in the USA. Wow. People always complaining, oh, China has fraud, but every country has fraud, has some kind of fraud. You can negate that risk by buying stronger businesses, but look at the bigger picture, guys. People have fraud. Look at this. I'm going to read this article. Self-regulatory audit system fails to safeguard charities, pension funds, private companies. Look at this. 6 months before Los Angeles-based Shepherd University collapsed in bankruptcy in 2017, accounting firm BWCPA Group gave schools' finances a clean bill of health. Guys, the regulation here, guys, they're all talking. Like, you don't realize that. All the regulators are talking. The small companies, the big companies, like, they work together on clearing your names because that's how they make money, man. State regulators called the audit grossly deficient, saying it missed red flags for potential fraud and left numerous errors in the financial systems uncorrected. The year before, BWCPA Group failed its second every 3-year peer review in a row, state regulators said. So all that complaining about fraud, guys, look at the number, look at USA. No one wants to talk about Enron. No one wants to talk about Nikola. No one wants to talk about WorldCom. No one wants to talk about Goldman Sachs. No one wants to talk about Wells Fargo. They just clear that way. Oh my God, fraud in China. But no one forgets all the fraud here. You see what happens? You see what's going on? You see what the news portray, how the news puts the spotlight for clicks? The clicks are going to be there. When you put China bad, the clicks are always going to be there because we have this enemy of China. So once you put China, mad clicks, mad articles, mad reviews, mad people to the Wall Street Journal talking about it. Firms that audit private entities essentially police each other. They police each other. Look at the corruption. Often with no public disclosure, Wall Street Journal and analysts of the system shows that auditors give top grades to one another, hardly ever fault with the biggest accounting firms, and often don't disclose failures among smaller auditors. Of the firms that disclosed the results, 91 got the highest pass grade and only 4% the worst fail score on the 3-grade scale. The analysts found none of the biggest 100 firms failed. 99% of them got the top pass score according to analysts. Guys, they're all trading seekers. They're all helping each other out. They're all letting these companies bypass different things. This is what's happening in the industry. You think America is just some safe haven of like luck, of like prosperity, of no fraud? Like, open your eyes, guys. A significant number of audits covered by the self-regulation are flawed. Industry data suggests more than 1 in 4 audits reviewed last year fall short of professional standards, according to the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Guys, you think these audits are not happening in U.S. companies? Think about it. These big firms are doing that with private companies. They're doing that with like bank accounts, with employee benefits. Guys, they're doing it with pension funds. You think this is not happening in the USA right now? Like, think about this. All the secondary offerings, all the crazy stuff they put in, all the freaking crazy stuff they put in all the balance sheets and all the income statements, man. Like just think about it. Like, there's fraud everywhere. It's not something just continuing and known in China. Like, stop using that as an argument to say, oh, you cannot invest in these companies, man. Just you have to do your research, look what's going on, and accept that there might be some fraud in China, but there's fraud here. There's fraud everywhere. There's fraud in Turkey. That means that you don't invest in Turkey, or you don't invest in Taiwan, or you don't invest in whatever country you're looking to invest in, guys. But you still got to do your research. That's what I'm trying to get at, guys. So is the USA becoming the new China? Tell me what you think. Guys, like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll get back to you in the next video. Peace!